All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. Hey, happy Friday. Happy Friday. What a group we have today. Come on in. So, sorry for being, what was I, like 30 seconds tardy? I don't appreciate tardiness, but I was a little bit behind today. And I guess if I'm apologizing for 30 seconds, that's a good thing. Because there's far things worse in life than 30 seconds being late and, getting stuff done over here. All right. So how was everyone's week? I hope everyone's doing really, really fantastic. We are doing really fantastic. We got so much stuff. And it's funny because by the time we get to Friday, so let me give you a little walkthrough of what Rhino looks like, right? So Rhino gets in the office 5:30 a.m. Eastern time, so our time. And everyone sees me as late as 9:30 p.m. because we have the 8 o'clock live every night. So that comes out to roughly, I think, like 17, 18 hours a day. Now, when Rhino goes home at night, that car ride is thinking about work. That eating of dinner is thinking about work. That sleeping is dreaming about work so that we can come in the next day and do an even better job. Oh my God, congratulations, Leon. So you bought your first option at like the craziest time because the market is just doing really, really poorly. So I'm going to actually blame you. Our stock is down because you bought it. But congratulations and welcome. And it's never an annoyance. Like every part of our platform is built for everyone to participate. So that's really, really cool. So what I was trying to say was by the time it gets to Friday, it's like, okay, cool. Like, what are we doing today? And I do also understand that we have a lot of participants on Friday that come in that are, hey guys, that come in because they were, the hours don't work during the week. So what I would like to do is kind of give everyone a good walkthrough. Let's take it step by step, go through the platform. Let's go ahead and update the numbers, see where we're at, see where the opportunity is, and let's see what next week holds, right? And I also want to open it up for anyone that has any type of questions, ask, because our presentation on Fridays is more conducive to, all right, let's do a final walkthrough of the week. Let's see where we're at. Let's see what's going on next week. And let's go ahead and make sure that everyone is fully caught up with any questions, comments, concerns, and even advice, right? If you could give us some advice, we could find things to go ahead and upgrade and evolve as we go forward. Because this platform, like I always say, I don't own it. I'm simply just leading it. Everyone needs a leader. Every group, every movement needs a leader. And I'm happy to be this one. I have an infinite level of energy. And I will not stop until we succeed. And then I'll go ahead and do something else afterwards that grows us even larger, right? And not everyone has that mentality. Like I get asked all the time, Aunt, when do you sleep? Some people don't actually know that I'm getting married in 8 days. Our child just turned 12 weeks old. So the time that you see me spending here, it's not because I sit around all day and have nothing to do. Like I am constantly moving and doing things all day, every day. And that's what it takes to lead something that we're looking to lead. So a little bit of who we are, right? Okay, cool. So let's go into a screen share and see what we come up with. A question I got from a friend, how will the Rhino traffic be in January in terms of fee and sale possibilities in the psychiatry niche? Deborah, everyone's invited to the wedding. It's funny, actually, we only have 33 people on the guest list. We're keeping it really, really small. But if you happen to be there, obviously you're welcome. The psychiatry niche. Well, I think everyone's a bit psychotic. I think psychiatry should be doing really, really well. In fact, I believe that everyone has something that they could, I think there's a deficit in terms of people having someone to talk to. I think that people have been so indoctrinated to only talk via social media, which purposely surrounds you by those that are just like you, that people don't have the ability to comprehend or even assimilate when they see some type of confrontation. In fact, oh, you don't agree with me? I'll see you later. And doing that enough times leads people into a very lonely lifestyle, but more so than that, a very volatile one, because when they come in contact with something they don't understand or that they don't agree with, they never had the experience of, dealing with it or working through it or understanding it. So what it's become is people are very tribalized. I have my side, you have your side, stay away from me. But we still have to operate in the same world together, which inevitably grows a level of depression, loneliness, and feelings that someone might not be very comfortable having. And I believe everyone has then been prone to say, okay, I have to be strong, let me keep it to myself, or let me fall apart because the world did this to me. Both of which I think are very marketable to psychiatry. So my long answer is I think psychiatry is a needed platform. And just to give you a little bit of insight, once we really bring the companies on, and when I say companies on, I don't mean for that to sound like this really, really difficult task. We've made the concerted effort that we've already invested in ourselves, and we're creating companies out of all of our members, right? So let's say, for instance, Brian comes on the platform, which Brian is, and he's one of our favorites, right? And Brian says, Ant, this is my business, or this is the business I'd like to build. Okay, great. We go ahead to make sure that happens, right? We bring his business on, put him on the marketplace, and we're able to highlight him. Or we go ahead and build out his website, build out the business plan and say, okay, is this something you're looking for? Great, you own this, let's bring it on the marketplace. In doing so, once that number reaches like a really high number, like 50, 60, 70, which you got to remember that all along the way, we're building out the marketplace site. The marketplace site is going to have its own search feature, just like Google. We're going to have so many companies on that it's going to allow you to search directly in our database. So you'll come on the marketplace and say, okay, I want apple pie. And if we have an apple pie company, they'll be recommended and you'll go directly to them. What if we don't have an apple pie company, but we have an applesauce company? I want apple pie. Did you mean applesauce? And the point is, if you did, you would click that and you would go to that company. That feature is coming. That feature is going to be built out as the marketplace builds, because you can't have that feature with 6 companies, right? But you can have that feature with 600,000 companies. The point of me saying that is we are going to want every type of company for 2 reasons. Well, for many reasons. One of them, SEO, because if we're able to monopolize every keyword on Google and every search engine, well, welcome to the best platform in the entire world, right? But secondly, we want to make sure that we're able to accommodate every single member on our platform. We do not want anyone to have to leave our platform and go get a service elsewhere. Not because we're greedy, but think about it. We're not selling it. It's not like it's my stuff. It's not like I want all of your money. I want our people to keep all of their money. I want people outside of our community to come into our community and grow with our community. So the more purchases and transactions inside of our community, the better our community does. When you hear the word transactions, though, you have to think, well, transactions are cool, but we're not going to allow that just to sit there. We have a coin, Rhino coin, which is completely supported by the transactions on the platform, because the Rhino coin is going to be the sole means and exclusive means of transaction in January 2023. So the more transactions on the platform equals more support for the coin, because the coin is needed for transactions, hence a higher value of the coin. Meaning the more transactions, the higher value of the coin, which means the more coin that anybody owns, the more money that person makes, the higher their net worth goes. Now, what are we doing with the coin? We're offering everyone to purchase it, of course, but we're also giving it to everyone because we want to make sure that everyone has an allocation of the coin that they're able to have, so that no matter what, everyone on the platform grows with the platform and all of us become millionaires. That's the goal. It's not for me to become a millionaire. If I could go ahead and my epitaph or my eulogy or the last things that are said about Anthony are, And Anthony worked tirelessly to go ahead and change the world by creating 1 million millionaires, right? That'd be pretty cool. That's a pretty cool thing. Thanks for the shout out, Anthony, and congratulations on your wedding. Happy for you and your family. Brian, my pleasure. So that's my long-winded answer for answering a very short question by Michael. Yes, psychiatry is a good thing. And we are super pleased and would be so excited to have it on the platform. Okay. Let's go to a share screen so we can walk through what it is we're doing. All right. Let's move some stuff over. All right, we're going to start the same way we always do. And if you guys can do this with me, I'll really, really be quite appreciative, right? So google.com. The reason we started google.com is because it's the largest search engine. Therefore, if we're searching anything, we want Google to register. We want them to know we're doing it so that we can effectively affect their outcome, their algorithm. Now, mind you, it's funny because whenever I'm on like any type of webinars or meetings or any type of anything with a company, everything that they ask you to do is in their own self-interest, right? So you do it maybe because you're nice or you like them. And it's funny because when I think of that, I think about what I always say at the beginning, right? Oh, Frida, no, my pleasure, welcome. I always think about what I do at the beginning. I always say, can we all start off at Google and just type in distributive marketing so that we're able to search our site and give it a little bit of credit. And the reason I say that is because, oh, look at that, distributive marketing Rhino. Now Rhino's on the search engine. The reason I say that is because we all own the platform. We all do, whether you're an investor that owns equity or whether you're a member that owns the coin. All of it is valued and all of it finds its value in the success of the platform. Therefore, when we go ahead and do something like this and we search our company through keywords and we find it being the #1 result on the #1 page of Google, that's pretty good. Not only is it good because that's our standing and that's who we are, but all of the companies like the marketplace now enjoys being SEO ranked #1, right? So if anyone types in distributive and marketing on Google, look what comes up. So I want to say thank you, everyone, for doing that because you are helping all of us, right? So here's the site. Join the meeting. Now, all right, so let me just take a step back. Hold on. So what's going to be emailed to everyone today, and I don't know if you received it, Chaz. I know Abigail, who is our head of project management, and our new team member, Natalia, have been working tirelessly this whole week to go ahead and create the automation that allows them to email you, all of our members, an offer. Would you like to be on Rhino Marketplace? And the answer should be yes, right? Because we're not charging you anything, nor are we asking you for anything. We're simply asking or requesting that we may empower you to become your own business. We would like every single member on the platform to become their own business. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, maybe you have an existing business. Maybe you do, I don't know. Maybe you sell apple pies, right? Like maybe you're a company that makes the most amazing apple pies and you sell apple pies. Hey, we got a new RU submission. Thank you for whoever that was. You sell apple pies, right? That's really great. We want everyone that ever wants to eat an apple pie to buy it from you for many reasons. One, we want to empower you. We want you to do well. We would like a member of Rhino to be doing well. Duh. Secondly, we want to go ahead and redistribute and rebalance the wealth in this globe. Right now, the wealth is more concentrated than ever before in history. And I'm talking about on a global scale, right? You could say, oh, well, in Rome, Caesar owned all of the wealth of Rome. Yeah, he did. But all the other countries, he didn't own it all there, right? The point is, in this globe right now, the Fortune 500 effectively controls $40 trillion worth of money. Now, how much money's out there, right? The point is the top 1% of this, the top The wealthiest 1% own 99% of the wealth. Wealth concentration has never gotten that extreme in the entire history of the globe. Meaning, you're relegated to only one future, that you're going to have to abide by what someone tells you to do. You are a slave to the person above you because you have no ability and you have no ability to have a fair opportunity. And why is that? Well, have you ever got into a negotiation with someone that owns 99 times as much as you? Do you think that's ever going to be fair? Do you think someone that owns 99 times as much as you ever walks away from a negotiation saying, man, I can't believe that guy got me. I can't believe I wasn't able to get what I wanted? No, that never has happened. Never in the history of the world has somebody owned 99 times more than somebody else and lost a negotiation that had to do with anything like wealth related, right? It just doesn't happen. Now, you could be an ostrich and pretend that's not the case, right? You could say, well, I live a pretty good life. And Anthony, you really shouldn't disseminate a message that's so pessimistic because there is a personal accountability and personal responsibility of people to go out there and fight and do what they can and have a work ethic. And hey, Ant, you're doing it. Why can't others do it? Hey, listen, preaching to the choir, right? I completely agree with that. But I agree with that because I see it out of my point of view. My point of view is you cannot tell me to stop working. My point of view is I'm going to get exactly what I want because I will outwork everyone to get it. That's who I am. My point of view is I don't want to be individually successful. I want to go ahead and create a movement. I want to bring people together. I want to go ahead and do something that we can all benefit. I don't want to be the popular person at the party. I want the whole party to be happy. I don't want people lining up to say, hey, I want Anthony's autograph. I want to be at a place where everyone is being asked for all of their autographs. Because when you're able to go ahead and affect the lives of many, many millions in a positive way, that is worth far more than simply driving around in a Maserati, right? That's who I am. Do I believe everyone is either A, that, or B, should be that? No and no. My life is not like that enjoyable to live. Like I love what I do, but do I wish that maybe I was born with a certain sense of like naivety, that I was able to walk around and not understand that everyone is getting taken advantage of? Do I wish I was born with a certain level of ignorance that allowed me to believe that a McDonald's sandwich was the be all and end all of my day? Do I wish that I was born with a level of ignorance that allowed me to own or live in an apartment and have and just be happy, right? Like maybe be married, maybe have a kid, struggle paycheck to paycheck, and believe, you know what? I live in this world and the air is fresh and I'm not dead. Therefore, today's a good day. Yeah, you know, I'll tell you something. I've never been jealous of anyone except one person. I don't know if jealous is the right word. Maybe envious. I don't know. So I used to live in Staten Island. And every day when I would leave my office, which of course was at night, there was this gentleman that worked at the McDonald's that was on the way home. And he must have been special, right? Like, he was maybe about like 60 or 70 years old, this really older gentleman, white hair, and he always had this smile, right? Like you would see him carrying the garbage out of McDonald's while it was raining, snowing, it did not matter, always smiling. In fact, one time I saw like these little knucklehead kids like poking fun at him, saying nasty stuff, and he was smiling. He thought they were just joking with him. He thought they were his friends. And every day when I would drive home, if he was not taking the garbage out, he was walking back to his home. I don't know where his home was, but I know I saw him crossing a bridge. I know I saw him in rain without an umbrella. I know I saw him with a Walkman with the wires down his stomach, laughing and singing and dancing. And I thought to myself, what is this guy going home to? Like, is he going home to still live with his mother? Is he going to maybe have like that, like, McDonald's burger he brought home so he could have dinner while he watches cartoons? What does he do? And everything I thought of was something that I would never want to do. I would think, like, how can you be content with your life? Like, there's so much more. What are you doing? You're missing out. Like, what are you doing? And it dawned on me. To this guy, he was happy. Blessed with a certain level of ignorance that people call mental retardation or whatever the term is for, but he was a special individual that did not know the better, did not know that the job of life is to make $1 million, did not know that women should be objectified by their breast size and their stomach size, right? Did not know the fact that if someone pokes fun at you, you're supposed to poke fun back at them. Did not know that he was supposed to drive a car rather than walk home. Did not know that an umbrella would keep him from being wet. Did not even know that being wet was probably a bad thing to begin with because he was smiling. And I realized to myself, I'm like, this guy just has it so good. This guy is living the happiest life. And it doesn't matter that I or anyone else thinks this guy's life is far from ideal. It doesn't matter. He believes his life is great. And for that, he should be envied. Not envied. Envy is a deadly sin, right? He should be appreciated. So do I wish I was born with some level of that where I was just happy all day, every day? Sure. But I wasn't. Nor do I think I should take that away from anyone else. Nor should I say, or should anyone say, that everyone has to be born with this fighting spirit that's going to make them scratch and claw for every single cent that they could possibly muster. They go home, headache, pissed off all the time, wondering how they could do it the next day. Everyone should go home and lose sleep, wondering how they could take over the world the next day. Everyone should wonder what politician is diddling what girl, where they should do it, should they vote them, should they not, what CEO is taking all the money, how to fight them back, tax this, what. No, I don't. I think that if you're able to live a life that you're truly happy with, that you get to go home and kiss your wife, kiss your husband, kiss your child, have food in the fridge and wake up the next day excited to do it. Yeah. I think if you can live that life, then God bless you. In fact, I think that's so wonderful that I want to defend that life for you. I do not think that everyone has to be so quick-witted and so optimally, I don't know, to be so on point to be able to understand and identify Congress is taking advantage of them, that corporations are taking advantage of them, that the president's taking advantage of them, that the monetary policy, that the Federal Reserve, that the police, that all these people are taking advantage of. I don't want the average person to have to fight those battles all day. I believe there's some of us that are equipped to fight those battles, and they should fight them on behalf of everyone else. So to the person that says, hey, Anthony, listen, it's in everyone's ability that if they fight every single part of every single day, they could be successful. I go ahead and say, I don't think that's a life that I would wish on everyone. I want people to live a nice life if they want to live a nice life. Hey, but listen, if you want to get in the ring with me, I will take you down. And if you want to fight with me and you think you'll take me down, then at the end of it, I'm happy to have been able to have such a worthy adversary for what I do. But there are rules in life. It's like war, don't kill women and children. The point being that the men that are in war, that go to war together, understand that they've taken a pledge, they've taken an oath, they've signed on the dotted line that I'm putting my life on the line to go ahead and accomplish a result that I want. That does not give them the ability to go ahead and just start shooting everyone. There's a code. You only go ahead and fight those that have equally signed up to fight you, right? Like you don't see a boxer fighting a regular person on the street because that's not a fair fight anymore. And I don't believe that this world should go ahead and force everyone to be a boxer. So we do this to go ahead and liberate others. And the reason we're doing this is because we want to go ahead and create an atmosphere in Rhino that allows everyone to go ahead and benefit from a life that they chose. And we believe that's a message that everyone would enjoy. And we believe if we could disseminate that message and grow that message, and we could go ahead and liberate and free an entire generation of the servitude that they're going to be coming in face with. Because again, to circle back to the original point, there is no way in God's green earth that you can allow 1% of the people to own 99% of the stuff and think that the other 99% are ever going to get treated fairly. And as long as you understand and agree with that, then it's embodied, it's responsible to you and everyone else to fight on their behalf. Because if you don't fight for the person that can't fight for themselves, then who are you? And that's how I value myself, right? So in terms of what Rhino does, we've already done the investment. We've already built out the platform, and we're still building it every day. This is how it works. Let's start backwards, right? So I'm going to make a statement to you. I believe Rhino coin will be worth $100,000 in January 2024. Okay. How does it get there? And then once we work backwards, you're going to see what the Rhino platform does for everyone that's a part of it. So I believe Rhino coin is going to be worth $100,000 in January 2024. Okay. How do we get there? Well, let's start with how is it valued? Okay. Well, in January 2023, the Rhino platform will facilitate transactions exclusively in Rhino coin. Okay. So we know the value of Rhino coin is dependent on the number of transactions, because the more transactions equal the more support, because you have to facilitate in the coin. Therefore, to close a transaction, like for instance, if you sell $100 in t-shirts and the transaction has to be facilitated in Rhino coin, then upon selling that $100 in t-shirts, that $100 gets converted into Rhino coin immediately. How does it get converted? Well, it buys the coin, which means that's $100 worth of buying for Rhino coin. Okay, so we now know how the coin's going to get valued. Okay, so these transactions though, how do we get transactions? Okay, well, what's a transaction? It's a buyer buying something from a seller. Okay, so we need to have a platform that facilitates transactions amongst buyers and sellers. Okay. So who are the buyers? Okay, the people on the platform, right? So Rhino's going to bring people onto the platform. Okay, well, how are they bringing people on the platform? Well, okay, so let's go to sellers. Who's a seller? A seller is somebody that owns something that they want to sell. A seller is someone that has a product or service that they're offering to someone else for a monetary value. I will give you this back rub for $5, right? I'm a seller of masseuse services. Okay. Okay, so sellers are business owners basically, right? So they own a company or they own a business or they own something that allows them a volume of things that they can go ahead and sell to receive compensation. Okay. So Rhino platform has to facilitate transactions amongst buyers and sellers, and the sellers are most likely going to be business owners. Okay, that makes sense. So who are the buyers though? I still don't understand that. Who's buying from these sellers? Oh, the business owners are the members. So how do we do that? Oh, bringing members on, we're offering every single member to turn them into a business. Well, that's a really good proposition. I could be a regular Joe Smith and all of a sudden I could come on Rhino and I could be a business owner. Well, that's pretty cool because being a regular Joe Smith doesn't really earn me any money. And we all know that I need money to go brush my teeth, to go buy dinner, to do things. So if I could come on the Rhino platform for free and I could all of a sudden start receiving income because now I'm a successful business owner, that's a really great value proposition. I would like to be on the Rhino platform. Okay. Well, if I would like to be on the Rhino platform, I suspect other people would like to be on the Rhino platform. So Jean-Pierre writes, as a partner, other than the 10 coins per referral, how will I benefit from my referral efforts and offset my marketing costs under the new free structure? So I kind of think there's a couple of things incorrect about this question. So I don't know what your marketing cost would be because we're not charging you any marketing money. So you have no marketing costs to offset. And the structure is completely free. So as a partner, other than the 10 coins per referral, I'm planning on advertising. LOL, I'm planning on that. So you can advertise as much as you like, and that's really, really cool. Being the larger the Rhino platform becomes, the more members that are on the platform. The more members that are on the platform equals the more buyers of the people that are selling things. So the larger the platform becomes, the more sales you will make. So I guess that's the best way to offset it, right? So advertising is something that you're able to do on your own behalf, wherever you may do it. If you want to send people to your site, God bless. We're going to do our best to make sure that you make a ton of sales. So I want to go ahead and go back to where I was. So now the platform grows its members by welcoming everyone on the platform and saying, if you have an existing business, we're going to bring it on our marketplace and we're going to highlight it and we're going to bring traffic to it and we're going to allow people to buy stuff from you. All because we want you to be successful. Why wouldn't you do that, right? Like if I have a business and this really popular website that has a lot of people going on it, that's telling me they want to make sales from me, is asking just to simply recommend my company, I would say yes, every single day and twice on Sunday. Okay. Now, or you're not an existing business. In fact, you don't have an existing business. In fact, you're just someone that has a really good idea, but you haven't had the money to buy the website, how to build it. You don't have the money for advertisement to get traffic. You have this idea, but now what do you do with it, right? Well, to that person, we're saying we want to welcome you on the platform as well. We have a full team already built out that their only job is to go ahead and build out your website, work with you so that your company becomes successful. We'll build out your site to be exactly what your company does. We'll have products on it. We'll facilitate payments. And now you're on Rhino platform. Okay. So the way Rhino increases membership is by making that offer that if you're a company, we're going to make sales for you. And if you're not a company, we're going to make you a company. Well, that's pretty cool. Okay, so I get it, right? This Rhino coin is supported by transactions. The transactions are supported by buyers and sellers. And the buyers and sellers are the members of the platform. And the members become the buyers and the members become the sellers by offering them a free service that allows them to build a business and to make money and to make income by being successful business owners. Sounds pretty cool. All right, so now these members become business owners, right? Where do they go? Like, how do they make sales? All right, so if you take a look on your screen, you'll see that I'm on the Rhino page. And you'll see over here, we have a Rhino marketplace. What did they do? So it looks like my team is currently working on the marketplace because I don't know what this is, but they did something to it. And I love my team to death. And so it goes back, what do I have on my nose? So it goes back to the fact that we do these, what is on my nose? The fact that we do these lives every day, everyone gets to see in real time all the transitions that are being done, right? All the things that are being done to improve the site. Hold on. I think I had a hair tickling my nose. So it's moments like this. Oh my God. I don't know what's going on my nose. So it's moments like this that we're able to look and laugh a little bit and say, okay, they're working on the site as we speak, which is really, really funny. I don't know. I might have to just stop because my nose is like really annoying me. So they're working on the site as we speak. Okay, so let's say Revive Infusions, right? Well, actually, let me go back, right? So you're a company, you're a member of the platform, you now own a company on the platform. How do we make you money? How do you make sales? Okay, so you come on the marketplace. Your company would be right here. And earlier today, this actually looked nice. Right now, it doesn't look so nice. And your company logo would be over here, a little bit about what your company does, the business categories for you. And because people come to the site and because people come to this page, that is free eyeballs and free traffic that people could see and say, oh, love lingo. I wonder what that is. Let's click it, right? And they would come to, I think I see what they're trying to do, but they're going to have to move this over. I'm sure the team knows what they're doing. But it's funny because being the leader of the platform, I completely delegate and empower all of our team members. So we have a really great design team, and we totally empower them to make the designs as they best see fit. Now, of course, I have veto power. If the design looks terrible, I'm going to say, hey, guys, maybe we need to work on it a little bit better. But you can very clearly see that any competent person would say, this is clearly not done yet. So let's see what it looks like when it is done. But Love Lingo. So we go ahead and click Love Lingo, and we see, and this kind of looks like it could be cool, right? All right, so let's see what they do, the site. Let's go to their website. And I love it. So what this company does is it uses the power of positive sentiment, right? So words that are powerful like love, receive, respect, gratitude, growth, believe, they'll go ahead and create it in a design that is conducive to what the messaging is, but at the same time looks pretty cool. So the idea being that this shirt is going to allow this person to live a happier lifestyle, right? And whether it does or doesn't, it just looks cool and it has a good message, and I think people would be receptive to that. So we're really quite pleased to have this company as part of our platform. Now, anyone could, all right, so let me go back to it, right? So you can go to it, you can join their, put your email in to join their email list. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, but before I leave, do I want to accept 10% off coupon to just give them my email address? Sure, why not, right? Like, well, they already have my email address, but all that stuff is really, really cool. So it's a good site, it's a good company to have. So the question then becomes, all right, Anthony, if you're going to have all of these members on the platform and they're all going to own these companies, how is anyone going to be able to sort through this page and say, okay, I like this company, I like that company, right? Like if I was just blind traffic, right? Like I was just coming to Rhino Marketplace and I guess I was open to buying something, but I wanted to window shop a little bit, right? Like I didn't have an expectation of what I wanted. Or let's say I did have an expectation for what I wanted. I'm going to check Rhino Marketplace and see if I can find fishing equipment. In what world would I scroll down 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 companies? And how am I going to know? Do you think I'm going to read every single one of these to find out which company is a fishing company? No, the marketplace would make no sense. It wouldn't be a good marketplace. It wouldn't be a good experience. It wouldn't help anyone really actually buy anything. So what this site is constantly evolving to, and you'll see it to more and more over the next couple of weeks, is that it's going to have its own search bar. Now, we're able to code out our own search bar to be just like a Google search bar, where you can type in fishing poles, and as long as we have a company on here that does fishing equipment, it will highlight and bring the company up. Meaning anyone who comes onto our marketplace can simply type in something, anything that they would like to buy or think of, and those keywords are going to link exactly to our companies, bring up their website, and now that company has free traffic. Wow, okay. A system like that would certainly increase transactions because now you're allowing people to search and find exactly what they're looking for. Okay, so the more companies you have on, the more options that you have to sell people, the more things you have to provide transactions. Yes, meaning the more companies you have on, the higher number of transactions equals the higher value of that Rhino coin. Yes. Okay. So if you're bringing on all of these members, and all of these members can become business owners, why would they buy from other business owners, right? I mean, as an affiliate, I plan on including Rhino in a paid advertising campaign I'm doing. But the only thing for sale right now are the coins, right? So the only thing I stand to gain by referring people is 10 coins per referral and the pride of helping grow the platform. Or will I be rewarded from anything else they buy in the future on the platform? No. So there is nothing to buy, right? We're not selling anything. Therefore, we cannot compensate you as an affiliate in any type of money because we don't have it. So if you go ahead and bring people onto the platform, you're going to be rewarded in Rhino coins. Now, the measurement of that reward is what you believe Rhino coin is going to ultimately be worth. If you believe Rhino coin is going to be worth a penny or 2 pennies in perpetuity, then it probably wouldn't make much sense to run paid advertising. If you believe Rhino coin is going to be worth hundreds, if not thousands, or if not hundreds of thousands of dollars, then it really is quite valuable to get as much Rhino coin as you can at this stage of the game. So the only way that we're able to go ahead and reward you, and I could, for anyone that doesn't understand, I'm responding to Jean because he asked me a question in the question section. And he's asking, he wants to run advertising as an affiliate. He wants to pay for advertising to allow people to come onto the platform using his affiliate code. And he's asking, how can he be compensated to offset that advertisement, that ad spend? And the answer is, the offset is in owning the coin. That only makes sense, though, if you believe the coin's going to go up in value. If you do not believe the coin's going to go up in value, then it doesn't make sense. If you believe it does, then it does make sense. And that's a decision you must make for yourself. So getting back to how the coin's actually valued is by all the different transactions. Now, for all these business owners that are on the platform, they must look at the platform and say, great, how do I get people to buy my stuff? How do I go ahead and bring people in to buy my stuff? Well, we want to go ahead and incentivize them to go ahead and participate directly in the platform. We want our business owners to also be customers of other businesses. So what we need to do and what we're constantly doing is educating and allowing everyone to know the number of transactions directly supports the value of the coin. Therefore, every business owner being a customer of another business directly affects the number of transactions, which directly affects the value of the coin. So if every business owner all right, Abigail's email address. And that's to Scott, who just posted in the chat what her email address is. I'm assuming she did not receive my emails. Abigail at rhinoresearchllc.com. I suspect she did. I don't know why she wouldn't, but let's just make sure you have the correct address, right? So that being said, if every business owner is a customer to another business, then the number of members on the platform directly equals the number of transactions that the platform can then make, which also means that every business in the platform, no, my pleasure, Scott, which means every business that's in the platform is going to receive income and go ahead and make sales. Now, okay, so let me get this straight. The marketplace is going to have a search feature that allows you to find anything that you're looking for simply by messaging it, by searching it. Yes. The marketplace is going to have hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of companies, because every member that comes to the platform is then empowered to become their own company. And why wouldn't anyone accept becoming their own company? Because everyone can make income. Yes. And by everyone doing so, it increases the value of the coin because it increases the transactions, which directly supports the value of the coin. Yes. So why would any business want to increase the value of a coin that somebody else owns, right? Like, so the business increases the value of the coin, but do they own any coin? Yes. Every member of this platform is given 50 coin per month so that everyone has a vested interest and everyone shares in the appreciation, the benefit of what Rhino Coin is going to do for our entire community. On top of that, like JP was saying, Jean-Pierre, right? Everyone also has the ability to be an affiliate to the platform. So everyone has the ability to be a partner of the platform. So here's the link to become a Rhino partner. And if you're not one already, go ahead and do so. What it allows you to do is you click here, you put in your information, and all of a sudden you're a partner. You have a link. You can share this with anyone. Upon anyone else taking that link and going to, okay. Upon anyone taking that link and going to the page, right? So this is the landing page. You will be rewarded 10 coin for them simply clicking the button, join tonight's meeting. Because in allowing, in incentivizing and rewarding people to join the meeting, that's essentially where we are right now. And people being a part of this live session, it allows everyone to understand who we are and what we're doing. And I believe we're offering a message that everyone could say, wow, I want to be a part of that too, right? Okay, so I'm going to talk to Abigail because if we're, hold on, I'm going to message her right now. Okay, so thank you for that. That's going to be a direct conversation. And I suspect it might have gone somewhere else or spam or whatnot, but we're going to get that situated because everyone needs to be able to get responses, right? And that's fine. Okay, so you become a partner of Rhino. Now, if all of these, so also starting in January, Monday, January 3rd, these meetings that we're hosting, we're also going to be introducing and welcoming one business owner for Marketplace every single day. So of course, I'll have the first 5 or 10 minutes where I'm sharing the platform and educating all the new community, what it is, who we are, what we're doing, because it is my obligation, my responsibility to constantly be leading this platform to grow, grow, grow. And because we're constantly welcoming new members on, we always need to spend some time educating and sharing with everyone who we are and what it is we're doing, right? After that, though, we want to go ahead and share with everyone who it is that makes up Rhino. So to be able to go ahead and introduce some of the members of Rhino platform, every single day introduce a business owner of the marketplace. So for instance, let's say Monday, January 3rd, the owner of Minksters, we highlight. So he's scheduled to come on. Hey, this is, hey guys, this is Anthony of Rhino. I want to introduce you to the owner of Minksters, so-and-so. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what your company does? Why don't you tell us a little bit about what it is you do and what is it that you do and why is it better than others, and what's important to you and why are you on this platform, and just talk to us, walk us through your website. Do you have any discounts that we should know about right now? Are you offering anything for people to get onto your mailing list right now, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, when these meetings have hundreds of people watching and a business owner has the free opportunity to be introduced to all of those members, well, now you understand that the transactions really start ticking up and the owner of that company really stands to benefit quite well. So on top of not only having the ability to search the marketplace, but to regularly have these lives, in which case we're introducing the owner of each one of these marketplace companies every single day, you can see very clearly how the transactions and how the sales of every company that's a part of the marketplace is going to go up and allow that business owner to have a successful business, right? That's what the marketplace, that's what Rhino does for every single person. Now, what does it mean to Rhino Coin? Hold on one second. Sorry about that. It's really stuffy in here. I'm having like a hard time breathing, so I had to use a little nasal spray. So Rhino Coin, we said, and I said that I believe it's going to be worth over $100,000 by January 2024. And as you can see, this entire platform is built to go ahead and support that valuation from the beginning, which is these calls, to the members coming on, to becoming part of the marketplace, to making sales, to growing with the platform, to welcoming others on the platform. Everything revolves around the coin and the coin going up in value so everyone could participate and everyone could become millionaires, right? So Rhino is the only platform that I know of that would actually go ahead and release their balance sheet. Now, before we get into that, I want to show you that, of course, if you can buy something, you can also sell something, right? So ready to sell. So let's say, for instance, you purchase. All right, so let's say, for instance, today I bought 100,000 worth of Rhino Coin, right? So my name is, and I want to sell some next year. My name is Anthony. This is my last name. This is my email. Okay, so because the coin becomes the exclusive means of because the coin exclusively facilitates all transactions on the platform starting January 2023. What is it worth before then, right? It's not on a free floating marketplace. You cannot buy or sell the coin on a Coinbase or any type of exchange. So it's a managed market, which means for the next 12 months, the coin is completely managed. The price is managed by what it is that we do. That coin is 1.5 cents today, 2 cents in January, 3 cents in February, 4 cents in March, and it's up an additional penny every month until it becomes January 2023, and it's a free floating coin. So let's say, all right, I buy the coin today at 1.5 cents, and I want to sell it in August at 9 cents. Okay. Well, I bought 100,000 coin today. Let's say I want to sell 20,000 coin. I'm requesting to sell Rhino. I've read the terms and conditions, which are all right here. Nice, nice, easy, easy. I'm not a robot. Submit. So now what happened is I receive an email from you saying, I want to sell this much coin at this price in the date that it's being offered. So anything that you purchase, you also have the ability to sell. So that's very important. You must know that. We're going to go ahead and guarantee the market and be the buyer of last resort until January 2023, when it becomes a free market and you're able to buy and sell on Coinbase and Kraken and all the other places where coins are eligible, right? And also, we want to show you the ledger. So not only do we fully transparent about everything of the company, but we also go ahead and show you everyone that owns the coin, right? You could go ahead and click this at any point and see exactly the updates, right? So this was the coin in November. Everyone receives 50 more coin per month. So obviously this number is 50 times larger than that number, except for Rhino. We don't receive 50 more coin per month, but we own 50 million of our own coin to go ahead and incentivize and grow our team. We're going to need it, right? And there you go. Just so many owners of coin. And you should find a lot of comfort in that, because it's not any one person owning the coin. There's a lot of people participating, which again is its own self-fulfilling prophecy, because this is for the first time ever that everyone is able to participate in something that you're directly responsible for raising the value of. So the more people that participate, the more people that stand on the platform, the more people that become members, that become businesses, that transact on the platform, support the value of the coin, meaning your value of the coin and buying the coin raises the value of the coin, right? So together we can all do this. So let's go to the balance sheet. So this is the number of weeks, right? Week 1, week 2, yellow means we already got through the week. Green means we're on the week, except for this green, which is January 2023, which shows the projected value of that coin at that date. Now, if you were going to project the value of a coin, you would have to know the transactions, right? But how would you know the transactions? You'd have to know the members, the businesses, the growth rate, the transactional volume, the demand, the investors, how many members own it, how many investors own it, how many people are buying it, what's the demand ratio for it. And you have to multiply that all together to go ahead and handicap what a value of a coin is. And not to get too wonky, but if you know the supply and you know the demand, you know the value. It's just that those variables are very hard to come by, because most businesses and most things in the world have many variables. All of our variables are listed right here, which means because these are posted real time, number of weeks, traffic on the website, number of webinar registrants, which is exactly what we're doing now, number of members on the platform, number of businesses on the platform, number of transactions, transactional volume, how much coin is owned by the members, how much coin is owned by the investors, and the investors are simply members that decided to buy the coin, right? What's the actual literal value of the coin if you took the weekly transactions divided by the supply, which is 1 billion? The demand ratio, how much coin is being purchased by both the members and the investors versus how much supply exists. It's only 1 billion coin. What's the 3-month growth projections? And when you calculate that all together, what is the value of the coin? Now, if you remember, next year's a managed market. It's not free floating. Therefore, the value is 1.5 cents till January, 2 cents in January, 3 cents in March, 4 cents in April, right? But after that, how is the coin valued? Well, this is the calculation. Weekly transactional volume divided by total Rhino coin supply of 1 billion. Then multiply by the projected demand ratio, which is Rhino coin monthly member disbursement trend plus Rhino coin weekly purchase trend divided by total supply. Then multiply by the 3-month growth rate in weekly transactional volume. Now, I know that sounds like, oh my God, Anthony, what did you just say? But just know that we know that. It's all calculated. It's all right here. So at the rate that we're currently going, the value of Rhino coin in January 2023 is 75 cents. Now that's 13 months from today. The current value of the coin is 1.5 cents. If I told you you could make 35 times your money in 13 months, would you say yes or would you say no, right? Now, I can't guarantee you that, but I can guarantee you that these numbers are going to be updated in real time. I can guarantee you that these numbers are calculated all together. I can guarantee you that you will always know the latest projected value of that coin because you will always know all the calculations, forecasts, and projections in real time, right? So let's scroll all the way down. What is the value of the coin January 2024? $49,075.11. Now, I said it's going to be, I believe it's going to be 100,000. Right now, it's only 49,000. Now, this number, again, is calculated based on all of these numbers preceding it, right? So let's remember this number again, $49,075. Because I want to show you this in action so you can have that light bulb moment to understand what it truly is that you are in front of right now. $49,075. Okay, great. So this week we have our growth rate has been to 321 members, right? So 2 weeks ago we had 185. Last week we had 277. This week it's only Friday. We still have Saturday and Sunday. We have 321. That projects next week we're going to have 369. Which projects the week after, we're going to have 425. Now, what are these projections based on? They're projected on the current growth rate. Now, being that this is only week 3, do we know the projected growth rate? Because we just launched. There are things that are not factored in the projected growth rate. For instance, we just started doing our ad spend, but we still have to hone in our ads. We still have to optimize them. We still have to add more money to them. They're just testing. We just launched our affiliate platform. Every member that comes on is invited to be on the affiliate platform. Therefore, we want to go ahead and really, really put a lot of emphasis behind the affiliate platform. We want to make sure that everyone's successful with the affiliate platform. So if you have ad spend and you have an affiliate platform both doing really, really well, that currently has not factored into the numbers yet, you could go ahead and expect a much higher growth rate going forward because those are 2 big sources of growth, right? Also, our email marketing is doing just fine, but we're going to do more of that. Also, next year, we have a whole bunch of different awareness campaigns, whether they're media interviews or different events places that we're not going to share with you yet, because I want them to be a bit of a surprise, but they're all happening as well. Therefore, all of these things put together are going to very, very materially increase the rate of growth of our current membership. So right now it's 321. Let's say next week our affiliates really starts kicking in, and let's say our ads, we start adding more money to it and they really kick in, right? Now remember what this number was, $49,075. So let's say next week we get up to, I don't know, 600 members. Like we really do a good job growing because we allow all of these different variables to start contributing to the growth. Did you see all the numbers change? Let's do that again. I'm not asking you to memorize every number. That'd be crazy. But just take a look at the sheet, right? Watch what happens. All the numbers change. because every number is calculated based on the number before it, which means every number in real time goes ahead and projects and forecasts the exact most accurate number going forward. So let's say this is 600. What's that number down here now? The value of Rhino coin in January 2024 then becomes $128,801. Now you might ask yourself, Anthony, all you simply did was change the number of members you have in week 4 from like 360 to 600. How can that additional 240 members equal a coin almost tripling in value? Because they're all growth rates. They're all dependent on the numbers before it. They're all calculated. If that many members are on the platform, that means that many businesses are on the platform, means that many transactions are happening on the platform, means that's the total transactional value that's happening on the platform, which means that many people own the coin, which means that many people are buying the coin, which means that's the demand rate for the coin, which means that's the growth rate for the coin. Take all of that, calculate it going forward, allow the AI technology to go ahead and identify the previous growth rate, and then go ahead and exponentiate it going forward, and now you have the new numbers. That's kind of a big deal. These numbers are all going to move up quite substantially. And you're always going to be able to sit right here with our lives every single day and see the numbers and participate in them. What I can tell you is in a month from now and 2 months from now, when you see actual marketplace members, when you see actual business owners on the marketplace making sales live on these calls and increasing their businesses by simply being on the marketplace, you know what you're going to say? They're doing it. I want to do it too. Which is going to act as all the proof for you to participate going forward as well. In which case you're going to say to your friends and family, not only did they do it, I did it. You should be doing it too. This platform is going to take on a life of its own. In fact, I'd be willing to tell you that these numbers are too low, but we're doing it quite slowly. We're rolling it all out purposely and methodically so that we're able to scale up. So what I'm going to do now is offer you the opportunity to purchase the coin. I'm going to put it in the chat. I'm going to take a second to take a sip of water. If everyone could please go ahead and open that so you could be exactly where I am. Okay. Get the Rhino coin. And then I have to go. It's 3:03. I always promise to make these calls 1 hour, and I seem to always go over them no matter what. So this call no matter what will end in 7 minutes. Okay. So this is the price of the coin over the next year. Like we described, it's a managed market, 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, and so on. January 2023, market price. That's when the coin actually is on the free market, where you're able to buy it on the exchanges, buy and sell it freely to the entire globe, right? Until then, it's just on this platform. You're able to buy the coin in $100 blocks. Now the coin is 0.015. It's 1.5 cents. So $100 divided by 1.5 cents equals 6,666 coin. And I'm sorry that there's so many sixes. I know it's like an evil number, but it's just the way the math works, right? In January, the coin will be 2 cents, which means you will never, ever, ever again have the opportunity to buy that coin for 1.5 cents. It will be 2 cents. Then in February, then in March, then in April. The point of me saying that to you is right now you're living a very good life because you don't actually know, nor maybe you don't trust completely, or whatever the case may be, exactly what the coin's going to be worth a year from now. I do know it because I know what we're doing. So when I say to you, the 1.5 cents that you have the opportunity for right now, I can guarantee you that a year from now, you will look back and say, God, I wish I bought more, because you're greedy. No matter how much you buy, you're going to want to buy. You're going to wish you would have bought more, and why wouldn't you? If you could buy something for 1.5 cents that goes to 75 cents or $1 or $2 in 12 months, why wouldn't you? Okay, so let's say you want to buy, I don't know, $500 worth. What the mother... Am I losing my mind? Okay. So $100 times 5 equals 500. So purchase. Now I bought 10 yesterday, which is why that says 15. So let's just say we're doing it for the first time like you're doing it, 5. 5 times 100 equals 500, subtotal 500, right? We know how the math works. If I could take your attention over here for a moment, SSL secure shopping. This is so important because when you're purchasing anything online, you need to know that it's secure. I mean, don't just go on stupid sites and just send them money, right? This is the most secure certification and accreditation any company can have, and we're pleased and privileged to be able to offer it to you. Checkout. This is my information. This will be your information. Go ahead and type in your email, your name, last name, address, city, country, state, zip code, phone number. This is not my real phone number, by the way. Continue. Shipping details, it's free shipping because you're going to receive an email. That email is going to be the invoice confirmation of exactly what you purchased. Your amount of coin is going to be based on your calculation, right? The amount that you purchased divided by the price of the coin. Now, of course, everything is time stamped, right? So it's not like, well, what if this changes? No, this is December. The value of the coin is 1.5 cents until January. At the end of the month, everyone receives all their certificates. Well, everyone receives one certificate, but it's your certificate. Let me just show it to you. Okay. Sorry, I have like 1,000 things on my screen. So this is a certificate. This is your name, the amount of coin you own, my signature to be completely accredited, the certificate, our seal, so it's completely certified, and the price of the coin. You'll be receiving this in the email at the end of every month. Okay. Continue. Then you put in your information. What's your card number, expiration, security code, cardholder name. Upon receiving continue, review and place order, continue, done. Your purchase is made. The coin is now yours. And you end up on the ledger. You end up with the certificate. And you're a Rhino coin holder. Yes, I received this today. Frida, thank you. And for all those that are new, I hope you just noticed, Frida went ahead and shared with you that this did just come out to her today. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to go back because I know I had a question by Mike. I also got questions on how can guarantee the price during next year. How can you afford to buy it back if someone wants to sell all of their coins in May 2022? So we stand as the buyer of last resort. Now, the way the coin, so the coin that we sell every month, 50% of it comes from our treasury and 50% comes from the request of individual buyers. So say, for instance, you go ahead and say, Ant, I want to sell this coin in May 2022. Okay, well, in May 2022, you're at the top of the list of people that want to sell the coin at that month. Therefore, of the 100% of coin that's sold that month, 50% of it goes to the people that are on the list to sell it that month. Therefore, all of the coin that they're requesting to sell is already sold, and they are simply given the funds for it. Now, as you can do the math, you would say, well, what if everyone's request doesn't get hit? Well, then their request goes to the next month and the next month and the next month. Well, Ant, what if everyone just wants to sell and all of a sudden you have no more buyers? Well, the way the coin is created, it's only released at a 50% growth rate of the platform. And I don't want to get too wonky, but if let's say the platform grows 100% month over month, right? Rhino is only allowed to release 50% growth in coin. Therefore, the coin is always being released short of demand, meaning the coin is always managed to increase in value. Therefore, there should always be a buyer because the value of the coin is always going to be more than it's actually being offered for. Because we have the calculations and projections to know exactly what the coin's going to be worth in January, if nobody wants to buy the coin at 9 cents and they want to wait for January for it to be 75 cents, God bless. In fact, we'll take our money and we'll buy all the coin from all the people willing to sell it for 9 cents because we already know the value of it is going to be in January. The point of me saying that is everything is done structured for everyone to be able to buy and sell freely. Now, if somebody comes in and buys $1 billion worth of coin and then wants to sell $1 billion 1 month, well, we're going to need some time to work through that. But who are the buyers of the coin? The members, right? All of us that are on these meetings. Therefore, if the membership increases, see, here's the thing. As the membership increases, the transactions increase. As the transactions increase, the value of the coin increases. Therefore, members coming onto the platform are directly responsible for increasing the value of the coin. Therefore, the more members, now there's more people to buy the coin, and all those people that buy in the coin know that the coin's worth more because they're there to buy the coin. It sounds a little confusing, but it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. The more people on it, the higher the value. Therefore, the more people on it equals them buying the coin because the coin goes up in value because they're on it. What are the meeting times this weekend? So, Deborah, the meetings are always exactly the same. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern. All right, everyone. I'm going to share the product page, the coin one more time with you. Please go on, collect your coin as you still can. Once January rolls around, this 1.5 cents will be gone forever. And guys, I got to share with you. I know what we're doing. And I can promise that you're going to say, I wish I owned more coin. So love you. I will see everyone tomorrow at 12. Bye, everyone.